I FaceTimed Raina last night. So we do not call
Never.
each other.
Unless it's like serious. Or
Like,
someone's
serious-
driving and it's something we have to like.
Right. It's just easier to get information this way. We don't just be like, oh, we're going to chit chat.
Yeah, but when she FaceTimed me, my first thought is, was it a butt dial? Because we, don't often ring each other.
But no, it wasn't.
No.
Because I came across something. I don't know how. We've never heard of this before. I don't know how this hasn't been in our peripherals somewhere because we've talked about this place. We've talked about this subject. So at first I thought that this was fake. It was on Instagram and I thought it was fake.
Yeah.
It is not. So there was a man named Bredo Marstal in Norway who passed away in 1989. And his parents were not ready to let him go, so they flew him back to the U.S. And they had regular dry ice deliveries and kept him on dry ice in the shed. And
It's not concerning at all.
and then after that was just, I don't know if it was too much or what it was. He is now at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, and he is called the Frozen Dead Guy. And it is, get ready to explore the world of cryonics. There's a tour going on, and there's apparently a Frozen Dead Guy race. There's a
It's a
Frozen
festival.
Dead Guy festival.
You
This
guys,
is a
it's like people
thing.
making themselves look like they're on ice so that they make themselves like look blue. She sent me, we were looking through everything last night and I'm like, how the fuck have we talked about the Stanley Hotels so many times? We never knew there's a dead guy on ice in the basement. Also talk about like,
A dead guy on ice in the basement.
like talk about another haunting factor, like are you kidding me right now?
I don't know how I feel.
I agree.
I don't know how I feel. Would I buy a ticket? You betcha.
Oh, 1,000%.
You betcha. But I
But-
don't know how I feel.
Just on ice still to this day.
No.
Like they're just keeping up with it.
1980. So that's like a year younger than me.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot. It was a mind blown thing because we were sitting there. We were like,
it was just like,
what? Yeah. So yeah, if you guys knew that,
I mean,
good for
good
you,
on you.
because
but
we didn't.
now I have questions. I am curious. I'm appalled.
Very
So many things. So many things.
Yeah.
So many feelings going on.
Lots
but
of feelings.
Lots of
I have lots of
feelings.
feelings about it. I have lots of questions. I have lots of like.
Also,
I want to go to the festival.
well, I want to go to a festival.
It looked like fun. They have coffin races.
They have coffin races, and usually one person is like covered in blue because they're frozen.
It looks
Oh
like
my
a good
God.
time.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, that one, yeah, that was a good one. I literally, after she called me, I was like, well, now I know what we're opening the show with because
Yeah.
I was just mind blowing moment.
Maybe I shouldn't have even called you. I should have just started with it, but
You
it
should
was
have-
too much of
I
a
think
thing.
You were so like
Like what?
gobsmacked. Like your flabbers were literally gassed.
They literally
that
were gassed.
We didn't know.
No, didn't know.
mean, my flabbers were also gassed.
I mean,
there's a lot of gasted flabbers.
and
around.
it takes a lot to flask my gas. That doesn't sound right.
Yes, it does. Takes a lot to flask your gabbers. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh man, you got a joke?
Yes, I do. All right. This is from Mr. Boo Boo. He actually sent me a plethora, but I'm going to save
Brace
them.
yourselves.
Did you hear about the proctologist whose girlfriend cheated on him?
No.
It totally wrecked him.
Okay, that's a good one.
So
Totally
stupid.
wrecked
There's
them.
more, but I'll save them because I feel like it's harder and harder to come by good jokes.
It is.
Yeah.
it
And we're
is.
going to have to start recycling some.
We're gonna have to. We've actually talked about recycling some. Like we've done our re-airs, but we taught. Like I think we should just sit down and like reread my notes from so long ago.
Oh, yeah.
and just tell the story.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it'd be fun.
We covered a lot of stuff in the first couple years when our audio sucked.
Yeah,
and,
we could
like,
just start redoing them.
Yeah, and we wouldn't remember it because
I think the only one we've redone is Hannah Krana, and this year I want to redo the Yuletide Monsters.
yes. And then,
But that's it. That's the only ones we've redone.
yeah, we definitely need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
think
were
it'd be
talking
fun.
about, what was the one that we were talking about yesterday?
The same during this phone call conversation because we haven't seen each other in like a whole 3 days. You guys,
lot.
It's a lot.
Well, we haven't probably
And-
hung out though.
No, we haven't had a proper hangout in months.
Well, no, I was over at your house the other day drinking.
Yeah, but that was short.
Okay.
You still went home and made dinner.
I did.
You did.
Mhm.
Like
It was like a couple hours.
proper hangout is like a late night.
Yeah. We're due
Yeah.
for one of those.
We are due for one of those, except we can't have Taco Bell now.
No.
So.
Well, that's it.
Indigo Children.
Oh, yes. My friend Maddie's mom, Tori, who's amazing, has been listening to us and she's been sending me notes, but she was talking about indigo children, which we discussed during like some of our very first
Yeah,
episodes.
we've touched on it.
Yeah, but it was just one of those that we were like, wait, we need to look into this because I'm not going to say any more about it because she was sending some other things she was listening to our Nordic Alien episode and was sending some things that were very interesting. And I was like, dang. So we're going to look into some of the things that she had sent through to us and hopefully do an episode on that.
I mean, I
was a
just
fun
typed
one.
in indigo children and I wrote an episode on it in 2023.
Did we?
But we didn't cover it.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't write an episode on it. I started gathering sources.
Oh, well, there you go.
I didn't write an
Okay.
episode. So I have a bunch of sources
discussed
in here.
it. Well, there you go.
So that'll be a good one. Let me see. Oh, here's another thing. Indigo children. Okay, look.
Do it.
Well, I don't know. It depends if there's one that aired 6/14/2023.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll even so, that would be a good one to redo.
No, it would be. But also with what Tori was saying,
yes,
there's some fun like tie-ins.
There's a lot of tie-ins to like a couple different
which
things.
It makes our brain was like,
hell, you guys, her emails are
don't you dare
18,000.
Oh my god, that's only like 3. I don't have all my emails on there.
18,000 unread
First
emails.
of all, it was 16. Second of all, I just don't open every email. And people like open them and delete them. I just don't.
That's me. I can't have the little red box.
Don't,
can't.
Don't look at how many text messages I have.
Oh my
Guess.
God. 300.
Ha!
How many? Well, now you have to tell the people.
723.
Oh my God. What? I can't. What? That gives me
Anyways.
the willies. Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast we're going to just restart that.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we... Oh, my God.
Oh, you can do it. She's sober. It's 1:35 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. You got it.
Here we go. I got it. It just clicked right to my brain.
Oh, you couldn't even remember
I couldn't even remember it.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to rip some lunatic soup.
Let's go. Went away from my brain.
It was there.
It would like I was like, what is it? What's my line?
We've only been saying it like literally every week for the last
week for
3 years, 3.5 years. Yeah,
yeah. It was
just
but
gone.
it came back. I mean, keep all of that.
Your
Where
donut
that
was glazed.
It was
a glazed donut.
It was
no
glazed.
sprinkles were there for the moment.
None. I don't
All
even
right.
know if there was a glaze. It might have just been plain.
Yeah,
a plain donut.
it really, which is very boring.
Those
no,
are very boring.
it's not good. It's
You
just
don't want that.
puffy.
Yeah. No.
Puffy bread. Well, okay. Today for our cider is one that we don't know where the fuck it came from.
Nope.
Meg texted me and was like, do we have ciders? And I was like, yeah, we have my fridge is full of ciders. This is one that I pulled out and I thought she brought it over. She said she didn't. We asked Mr. Boo Boo. He says he maybe got it at Trader Joe's or
Total Wine and More.
he said maybe.
I don't know.
Right? Did he confirm he got it? Not sure. Yeah. I mean, I think he must have.
He had to because I don't know. Maybe it was like years ago and it's just sitting back there.
No, I don't.
know.
No, because it's a newer one that I've seen. So,
Or someone's trying to poison us.
I
They
mean,
know the quickest way to do that is
via lunatic soup.
via lunatic soup.
Just-
I'm not going to be able to open
Oh,
that,
yeah.
so you're going to have to do it.
I forgot she doesn't have her drinking legs. Oh.
Got it.
Okay, well, this one is estate heirloom cider, 6.9%. It says 0.9% residual sugar, which is interesting. It's Double Mountain. I don't know.
Or
Looks like-
gone from the Hood River area.
Yeah. But we decided that if it's terrible, we'll just get another one.
Yeah.
Because we actually have a ton of ciders. Sometimes we would suck it up and just drink
Life's
a
too
bad
short.
cider.
No.
But we have before.
We have, but life's too short right now
And then
to
we
be
decided
drinking
We're not doing
shitty
that
drinks.
shit, honestly.
Or talking to shitty people.
There's enough shitty things going on in the world. We don't need that part of shitty.
I can smell it from like not even putting my nose in it.
Smell his face. All right.
Whoa!
Oh, it smells very appley.
I don't know.
No, mine smelled good. You think? Why are you making that
Burns.
face?
It burns my nose hairs.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers. I'm scared.
Oh, it's not sweet at all. I know I'm not a big fan.
Ooh, I don't like that. No.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Hold.
And we're back. Oh, we almost just lost it. Oh, yeah, you were on good behavior. I thought you were going to grab the Excelsior.
Well, so we have an Excelsior, which is a shilling cider that's 11%, and we debated about it, and it is 1:30 on a Tuesday, and I was like, if we did that, we're just saying night-night.
Night-night.
But then I also grabbed this bottle, and I looked at the percent on this.
What is it?
We're not doing much better. So we're fucked either way. So this one is just different. I'll tell you. Mind your business. Look away. So this is an Imperial Cuvée. Small batch cider. Did you get this one or did Tex
I
see
got
it?
that one
Okay.
from McMenamins in Tacoma.
Okay. This one is an apple cider with white wine co-ferment. So I don't know what the fuck that means.
I just hope it tastes better than that
Me
other
too.
one.
Otherwise, we're going to Excelsior. How many do we go through at least? Where's this one from? This one's from Oregon. You guys, 9%.
Okay, it's better than 11.
By
Because-
2
But
percentages.
you know, if we had that Excelsior cider, we would put those fireballs that are sitting right in
Well,
front
I
of us
am
in
very
it.
concerned that that's what's going to happen with this one too. But
Ooh, that one does smell good. The other
Does
one like
it?
burned my nose hairs.
see, it didn't. The smell of the other one didn't bother me, but it tastes like they just didn't add sugar to it, which is what I think when it says 0.9% residual sugar. I think that it just means they didn't add sugar. That's what
Maybe.
That's what I took.
I
from
know.
It.
I think you're right. It makes sense.
Who knows?
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Round 2. That one's pleasant. You don't like it?
Tastes like bad white wine.
Really?
Yeah. You like it?
I like it. What if you put some?
Nothing because it Fireball won't work because it tastes like white wine. Lime won't work because it's like winey.
I could drink that.
I'll drink it. I'm not a fan.
Go get a different one. Go
No.
get like a peach one.
No, it's open. I'm not wasting booze. Not in that industry.
You know what I admire your mother for? She will go out to eat and order a second glass of wine and then not finish it.
She does that deliberately. Like, she will never finish her second glass of wine. It's like a rule of thumb she has. She will always get one. She will never finish it.
Why?
She's explained it to me one time before, but
So this is like an actual deliberate.
this is a
thing.
deliberate. Like, it's a I don't remember exactly what it is, but it is something. Like Shannon and I, when we were younger, we would leave lunch with my mom, or we even still do it to this day, and we would go and like chug the end of her wine. Like, but if we get like Kim Crawford or something
Right,
delicious, like,
right.
because she usually gets a like buttery Chardonnay, not my jam. But if she gets like
Nice and warm.
if she gets like a Kim Crawford, I am chugging the rest of that. I'm like, don't you waste that. That's blasphemy.
I like this cider. It's very, very dry.
I mean, it tastes like white wine with a little bit of cider in it is what it tastes like
Really?
to me.
put that in it.
No, fuck no.
Really? This is where
Yeah.
we differ.
I know. You put it in yours and see what happens.
No, I like mine. I like mine just how it is. So you have a little bit of a surprise. My Aunt Donnie sent you a sticker. Well, sent us both a sticker.
I love
so
Donnie.
Here's yours for the YouTube.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
It's meshing into our background. Anyway, here you go. It's a bumper sticker.
Bigfoot kissed my daddy and called me slurs in the Goodwill parking lot.
But you got to say, Bigfoot kissed my daddy and called me slurs in the Bigfoot parking lot. This is from a gal on social media. Oh, I can't remember her name. Hang on. Her name is Hey6. Like, she does stuff like this.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, Mothman slapped me across the face and took my catalytic converter. Like, shit like that.
Love Bigfoot kissed my daddy and called me slurs in the Goodwill parking lot.
Mhm.
Never a better place for that to happen.
Mine is on my
I know.
my,
I got to figure out where I'm going to put
case.
mine. I love it.
But-
Thank you, Donnie.
Today, I have to open up my Kindle. That's not a Kindle. iPad now because I was keeping it close so that I could surprise you with your gift.
I thought you were giving me one more thing, and I was
No.
like, what is it?
No,
I was
I don't love you
terrified for
that
a moment.
much.
Well, thank God.
Oh, God.
Freaking out. I was panicked.
Panicked right there.
Panicked.
So today we're going to talk about Mother Shipton.
Okay.
So she was also known as the Crooked Prophetess of Knaresborough.
Okay.
She was a seer,
Okay.
a prophetess, a fortune teller, if
Mhm.
you will. She
Mhm.
could tell the future.
Tell the future.
And there's actually a lot of really interesting things that she predicted that did actually come true.
Really?
So this is one of her. So here's a picture of Mother Shipton, or like a statue in England. She's sitting there. She has a scroll. She has a hat behind her. She has, I believe, that's a little goat man, maybe.
Maybe. He more looks like probably the devil. He has a 3-pronged foot. And then there's a hat with man's feet coming out from under it and a beard.
So many things.
This is a very odd. There definitely looks like maybe a devil suckling on a titty. Oh, look at her.
Is it titty?
There's like a what is that? Like a vulture head?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
There's so many things going on in this statue.
So many things. All right.
So many things. But that is a statue of Mother Shipton, and this is one of her predictions. For in those wondrous far-off days, the women shall adopt a craze to dress like men and trousers wear and cut off their locks of hair. They'll ride astride with brazen brow as witches do on broomsticks now.
Ooh.
There is some argument that did she really write that or did that come back?
Yeah.
There's a lot of argument in this story of how much of this was said about her later on.
Gotcha.
But that is like depicting gender equality.
Yeah,
Like women doing the same thing, being able to do the same things, being able to wear the clothes that they want to wear, like all of that stuff.
We're still fighting for that to this day.
Seriously.
I mean, my kids are at summer camp right now.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that pisses me off the most is like the girls aren't allowed to wear tank tops still.
Why? Is it inappropriate?
Your shoulders.
These are really sexy shoulders, you guys.
You don't want to seduce a man.
You don't want to seduce the man.
Mm-hmm. No seduction.
With your
shoulder
flaps right there.
Which maybe it's changed this year, but I was about to throw a fit because they have to wear like a white t-shirt under their uniform. And it's a canvas like uniform. It's hot as shit under there. And I'm like, why can my child not wear a white tank top? And if it gets hot, she can take, because they're allowed to like just wear a white shirt if they are not wearing it, if they're like doing activities. And I'm like, why is that offensive? Honestly, why
protect those young men?
Also, white. That's like a white t-shirt contest then. Just let her wear a different color. Let her wear just a t-shirt.
I mean, yes,
for the love of God.
I think there's more issues with just a plain white t-shirt than
Let's just
anything
do a tank
else.
top. Yeah.
Right?
Because that's hard for girls, man.
It is.
We got a lot going on. What do you got? Bra with butterflies on it.
I don't have time to seduce men with my shoulders.
I don't. I got plenty of other things to do.
That's not even on the list.
I'm already trying to hide my feet more than I like to because there's some real weirdos out there.
Let them.
Well, your tootsies.
At my feet? Let them.
You're not seen. Oh, man, if you're on social media, if you're like an influencer, luckily my content, I usually don't show my feet. But it's like a very well-known thing that you make sure your feet are covered because all the fucking weirdos come out. Pay attention to influencers, and if there are people out there, like bigger ones, you'll notice they never show their feet or they cover them. If there's like a video, they'll make sure their feet aren't seen.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
That is... You want to pay money to look at my feet? Go knock your socks off. Like
honestly, but actually though,
like,
but if you do, I mean, you could buy my.
I don't have a toenail on my second toe. Is that
I mean, that's
market
temporary.
For somebody? Well, yeah, it's growing back. It's growing back, you guys.
Yeah,
it's about a third way up the bit.
And remember, I lost my toenail last summer. Yeah, and mine's finally growing
back.
But
I bet there's a market for it.
Oh, there's a market for everything when it comes to feet.
That makes me really uncomfortable.
I know. Anyways, I'm gonna sell pictures of my shoulders.
I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, but.
I mean, good for you. If that's your jam. Not mine, but whatever.
I mean, if you want, I mean, you're not going to look at my face, but you can look
at
my feet and send me money. So Ursula Southill, sometimes it was Southill, South Hill, this was a long time ago, was supposedly born sometime between 1486 and 1488.
Holy tits.
Near a cave in Knaresborough, North Yorkshire, in England. Her mother was Agatha, and she was a 15-year-old orphan, and she refused to name who the father was. They pressed her, and she refused to name who the father was.
Sad.
Yes. So because of this secrecy, it started fueling rumors that maybe the father was the devil himself.
It was.
The devil was inside her.
Satan came down. I mean, up. Shit.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, take it back.
So one of our friends just discovered cockerel cider and went and bought some, and her husband tried the devil and cider and loved it so much he bought a pack, and I'm like, you're insane, my friend.
Who?
Amy and her, not that Amy.
No,
the other
I
Amy.
know. Yeah. We've established now.
Yeah.
I'm aware. What? I'm sorry.
Devil
Do we
and
need
cider.
to revisit it? Do you think maybe they reformulated it because it was so bad?
No, I don't know. Did we just get like a weird one that burned our faces off?
But I kind of feel like we could do a little outing where we go down there and we just taste test it and see.
No, you want to go taste test cider?
I do, kind of.
My favorite there is called Dabbin' It.
What's that?
It's just a really like dry British cider. It's
delightful.
So freaking good.
Dabbin' it. Well, I feel like we should make a field trip to go do that.
I think probably. But I think we need our handy dandy cameraman.
Well, obviously,
because if you guys, you gotta have to scroll back to about 2023.
If I can find the video, I'll repost it.
Died.
Like you gotta log me back into our Instagram. I've been logged out for a month. I can't.
Really?
And I can't get back in because it has to send to you, and then you were busy with your dad.
Oh yeah. Well, it's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. Okay. Well, either way, I need to get logged back into our Instagram. But Anyways,
Okay,
yeah.
the more I'm drinking it, the less I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, I don't like
But-
it.
And we're back for round 3. Also, while you were gone, I got an email from Total Wine and More.
Oh, God.
Breaking news, y'all. THC infused beverages are legalized, and you can get it at the Total Wine and More.
I got a bunch of them in my house.
I mean, I think they were legalized. You just couldn't buy them.
Yeah,
at,
you
like,
couldn't
the
buy it. No,
normal
you had to only
store.
buy it at a pot shop. So that's exciting. That is exciting. Except for they're literally in November, weed's about to go illegal again because what's it called? The like liquor industry,
Yeah.
like all of them are fighting it because it's taking away from they're having like dropping numbers because people are getting stoned more and not like it's true. I mean,
yeah, it's true.
also I just saw a report saying that Gen Z is finally starting to drink. And it made me laugh so hard because us millennials are always like the alcoholics. They always say that. And everyone's like, yeah, finally they've been through enough trauma that they realize it's the only way to survive.
It's the only way to survive sometimes.
Leave us alone.
We got to do what we got to do.
All right, you guys, now this is round 3. Third time's the charm, right?
Third time.
I don't see how this is going to be bad.
It's not going to be bad because we know.
It's
Shillings.
Excelsior Super Imperial, 11%, Celsior Max. I still have to make a video with this because I have another one. They sent it to me with they sent it to me when I hit 100K on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That was what this is from. And I've kept it for something. All right, this better be fucking good.
Okay, let's try it. Cheers again.
Cheers. It's sweet though.
Ooh. We need some lime.
Hold.
It's good. It's good. That is
It's
a
like
lot of
sour.
sugar. Yeah, like, are we going to actually tell this story, or are we just going to keep going through our cider situation?
All right, I got some True Lime, which, if you know, for a while we were on this shit.
This is called a sour slut.
Sour Slut.
I have a bottle. Well, I mean, not all of it because I've used a lot of it, but.
Okay, we're going to try. Shannon just sent me this. That's better.
That's a lot better. I need some more.
Tiny bit.
All
right.
All right. Now
Now
we're
we're
here.
good.
God, Rena.
Sorry, the other one was giving me a headache.
At first I liked it was very dry, but then it's like maybe if it was in a tasting, I don't know.
Yeah, it just wasn't like it just tasted too much like white wine mixed with cider to me. Like it tasted like a white wine that wasn't like my favorite kind of white wine mixed with a little bit of dry cider. That's what it tasted like to me, which
I mean, essentially that's what it was.
that is what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, and then my head started to hurt
Because
and I
we've
was like,
never had this problem before where we had to go on to 3 ciders.
nope.
No. We're usually not this picky.
We are not. But
What
also
was
we
that
usually
face you just made.
I just got a lot of lime in that sip. But we normally also all the ciders are like fantastic.
Yeah.
Those are random ones that I pulled out when you
Yeah.
said, "Do you have anything?" And I said, "Sure. Let's see what I
At
got."
least we weeded them out and they weren't the only
Honestly,
options.
plethora. Our boo-boo has gone to incline so many times. I have so much cider.
I mean, that's not a problem.
No, it's not. We can handle it. What did you're about to say something? What?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, back to the story.
Back to the story. So, because that Agatha would not say who the father
Yes,
of Ursula
that's where we were.
Yes, it must be the devil.
It was the devil.
So there is early sources that say that when she was born, it was during a violent thunderstorm, and as soon as she cackled,
Instead of
the storm
cried,
stopped.
she just cackled as a
She-
baby. as a wee child.
Like that.
Let out her witch's laugh.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yes. And the storm stopped.
But who's this according to?
That's
Her
great.
mother from
These
the
were-
1400s.
I,
Got
I
it.
think these were stories that started circulating about her after,
Got it.
way after. So because we don't know who the father was, she was ostracized. So Agatha took her baby and went out to a cave for 2 years and lived in the cave. She wanted to be
What was
separate.
she like 15,
She was
16?
15. I mean, back then, though, you're half dead.
Yeah, that's true.
mean,
I mean, you're right.
yeah.
God damn.
So she lived in a cave with her little bitty baby.
That's so sad.
And they kept trying, they would go out and they'd be like, okay, who's the father of this baby? She wouldn't say. And so the magistrates forcibly brought Agatha to court to disclose his identity. And she just refused. So everybody, the rumors just kept going that Agatha was a witch and that Ursula was the spawn of Satan and that the cave is where the devil lives.
Oh my God, the spawn of
Oh
Satan and the
my
devil were in there.
It is said that at the cave, which you can go to this day,
Yep.
has a skull-shaped pool in which things turn to stone, and that is actually true because of the mineral content.
Wow.
It petrifies things. So, like, people will go and they think there's a bicycle there and they dipped it in and then put it off to the side and now it's petrified.
Holy shit.
It's like that lake up here, like Crescent Lake, where basically it turns people into wax if they're down there because of the temperature and the minerals and all of that stuff.
Wild. And it's beautiful, but it's
gorgeous. But
terrifying.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how stalactites form. Like, you know how stalactites in caves where it just kind of the minerals keep depositing on. It's like that. It's not true petrification, but
whatever.
It's kind of like that.
Close enough.
In childhood, so they took her out and they're like, we need to know who this baby's father is. And she wouldn't tell them, so they took the baby away from her. I know. So according to
what good is that gonna do?
I don't know. Punish her for some sin they put upon her?
Yeah.
Basically, according to 17th century sources, after 2 years of living alone in the forest, they came in, they took the baby, and they put Agatha in a convent of the Order of St. Bridget.
My child just came in, for the record, and she's over at the neighbor's house. She came in to inform me that the neighbor is going to tie a string to a Nerf gun bullet and then tie it to her loose tooth and then shoot it out of her mouth. So we'll see how that goes. And I just said, is their mom? I mean, I know she's there, but I was like,
can she film it?
But then I was like, she's witnessing this or she's, supervising. I was like, can she please film it? Because what else are you supposed to do?
So Agatha was placed in a convent in the Order of St. Bridget in Nottinghamshire. And Ursula was sent to a family in Knaresborough. They never saw each other again. So she was literally taken away from her baby. It is said that as Ursula began to grow, she developed some unique features. It was said that she was described as deformed, a hunchback. She had bulging eyes, a long, crooked nose, and kind of fit what you would think of as a witch today.
Yeah,
like
that sounds
kind of that,
like the
the cackly.
It's how they are described as like the crooked nose. You got the cackle, the wrinkles.
And people took this because it is very likely that she was deformed in some way.
Yeah.
And people took that like as this visual reminder that because her birth was so secretive, it must be the work of the devil and the devil's mark on her, which is just all around super, super shitty.
So shitty.
She did find acceptance with her foster family and she found a few friends, but she was ultimately so ostracized in life that a larger portion of the people in the town just fueled rumors about her from when she was little.
So sad. Small, like the town thing like that is just horrible what they had to go through.
It was said that when she was very small, so likely between the ages of 2 and 3 after she just went to her foster family, they came home and the foster mother said Ursula was found clinging naked to a chimney wall, cackling like 1,000 cats. Their foster mother ran out.
That sounds like a standard toddler behavior in my house. I don't really know. That's called a what would you call it? A free-spirited child.
Free spirit.
You and I both have those. My children literally would be naked if they could all the time.
All the time.
All the time. You have one like that.
I do have
all
one.
the time.
I can't get her to wear underwear to this day, you guys. She's just freeballing it.
And she likes to pull tricks where she tells her she's like puts underwear on and then takes it off and then goes to school.
She will go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom before we go to school, and she will take her underwear off.
She just likes to be freeballing. Like, what do you know? She's young.
Let it breathe, man.
I mean, well,
Let
also,
breathe.
you just got to do what you got to do.
Ursula found sanctuary in the woods, like her mother did before, and she spent most of her childhood learning about plants and herbs and how they could help people. Weird. So we can see that she's following a lot of these, classic witch tropes, even though that's not what they were at the time.
No. Isn't it wild, though? Have you ever seen those shows that are about long lost family? So when a child was adopted out and then they try and reconnect them later in life and they get together and they find each other and they have a lot of the same interests and
right.
Things they one of them play they all play guitar but
nature
and they never
versus nurture.
It's
Some
wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
a source from 1686, so that's almost 200 years after.
Okay.
So we have to keep that in perspective.
There's been a lot of time of story.
Chief members of the parish were gathered together for a meeting. Ursula walked past the group running an errand for her mother, and the men stopped to mock her, calling her hag face and the devil's bastard. She kept walking to continue her errands, but as the men sat back down, the ruff on the neck of one of the principal men that was there transformed into a toilet seat and clapped down around his neck.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a little out there, but I'll take it.
The man next to him began to laugh, and as he did, he was suddenly like a chamber pot poured on him. Which that one I believe.
Yeah, that one I can believe. That one.
That one I
Ew.
believe. The townspeople took that as yet another sign that Ursula worked for the devil.
Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. She was a spawn of Satan.
She was
literally
the spawn of Satan. A lot of villagers claimed that objects moved when she was walking around as a child. And a lot of our like early poltergeist type stories of objects moving come from Mother Shipton.
Wow.
Which is
that's pretty cool.
So in 1512, so she was just about 20, a little over 20, she married Toby Shipton. And he died pretty early, and of course this was her fault.
Of course, naturally.
Like, rumors started accusing her of witchcraft and that she seduced him and married him to get his estate, and
poor lady.
Yeah. But throughout the outskirts of town, she became an herbalist, healer, and seer.
Okay.
She continued her knowledge, her like education in plants and herbs, and the townspeople all secretly started going to her.
Well, because she knew what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, herbs healing, wild.
Weird.
I just saw something. It was this girl who was from Russia.
Oh, I've seen this.
Have you? Where she was saying what things you can get on Amazon that are like a over-the-counter prescription in Russia.
Like
that
the
they
NAC
use for
and stuff
yes,
like that.
Which I actually have NAC. I bought it for something, and I just found it the other day when I was cleaning stuff out, and I saved it because I was like, I remember I bought it for a reason, so I'm going to start taking it and see what happens.
Might as well. Like,
but it was very cool to see because our medical system over here is they just want to keep pumping you full of things.
Well, it was the Rockefeller.
Yeah, it was the Rockefellers. Yes,
that he basically said you have to. I will close down the colleges.
Well, he realized he could monetize the medical system.
But you have to stop teaching about herbs
Yep.
and natural remedies.
Yep.
And then cancer started spiking because of all of these drugs that are constantly being pumped into our system. They created the National Cancer Society.
Yep.
To cover it up.
Which is just great.
Cool.
Love being
So at one point, a neighbor came to the door and asked her for help, saying that she had left the door open and a thief had come in and stole a new smock and petticoat. A Mother Shipton, Ursula at the time, because her new last name is now Shipton.
Mm-hmm.
So as she got older, people started calling her Mother Shipton. So she calmed her neighbor and said she knew exactly who stole the clothing and would retrieve it the next day. The next morning, Mother Shipton and her neighbor went to the market, and the woman who had stolen the clothing couldn't stop herself from putting the smock on over her clothes, the petticoat in her hand, and marching through town. When she arrived at the market, she began suddenly dancing in these clothing items that she stole. So basically, Mother Shipton like bewitched her into putting on these items and coming into town.
Okay.
So she started dancing around on the items that she stole. And she went straight up to Mother Shipton and her neighbor, singing, "I stole my neighbor's smock and coat. I am a thief, and here I showed."
I like it.
And she just reached in, pulled off the items, gave them to Mother Shipton, curtsied, and left.
Okay.
So that's one of the stories about her.
Could that be that she possessed them, or that lady just needed a trip to the loony bin? Or, just sometimes people just get a little cray-cray.
Who knows? So as she got older, she got more and more popular among not like the main part of town, but like people were like, oh, we will just sneak over to Mother Shipton.
Yeah.
She'll be able to fix it. And she started revealing more and more about the future. She would make small prophecies that involved her town and the people in it. And as her prophecies came true, she began telling prophecies of the monarchy, the future of the world. And in 1537, King Henry VIII wrote a letter to the Duke of Norfolk where he mentioned a witch of York and how he wanted to talk to her.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Now, sometimes she used this to her advantage, which I have no problem with.
Listen, women got to do what they got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. So there was, I guess, this drunk neighbor who would follow her around everywhere, and he just started to get real annoying in town.
Yeah.
And so she predicted that he would fall into a ditch and get hurt because of his drunkenness, which he did, but she dug the ditch to ensure accuracy.
Potato, tomato. You know, like, sometimes you got to take fate into your own hands.
And you know what? It's just natural things happen.
That's self-preservation.
Uh-huh.
She just was making sure that she was going to be okay and telling him to kindly go fuck himself without doing it.
So the earliest prophecies were printed in the mid-1600s. So that's about 80 years after her death. So most of these prophecies were more legendary at this point.
Okay.
Not first-hand accounts. Like, I guess there could have been, but they were more like passed down stories from other people.
Yeah.
There were expanded editions of her prophecies in 1667, 84, and 87 that really solidified Mother Shipton as a early English prophetess.
Okay.
Prophetess. Some of her famous predictions were the death of Cardinal Wolsey before reaching York, which actually happened. The Great Fire of London, she predicted. Mm-hmm. Even though that it shows that it's in later editions, but the Great Fire of London was in 1666, and the first printed edition was in 1641. So I'd have to see what when the actual prediction came out. But
wasn't she? I thought she was in the 1400s.
Yeah. So, but these were when they were recorded, when they were written down and published.
Oh, gotcha.
So these were from like.
So you're not saying that she's wrong. It could have been someone else, like,
or
saying,
it was old journals and things like that. She also predicted the Spanish Armada.
Wow.
The famous apocalyptic rhyme ending with "the world to an end shall come" in 1881 was one of her big predictions, and people were freaked out because 1881, obviously that was over 100 years ago. Mm-hmm. But it is turned out that was a Victorian hoax because people were kind of having fun with, the witch of, the Shipton witch, the Knaresborough witch.
But we've also learned that, like, there will be people predicting the end of the world, the end of something, whatever. Mm-hmm. And one, it's, again, like, hope, like, people just predicting it for whatever reasons they can find. But two, or it will mean something more, like, spiritually, or more like the end of a reign of something. But they will, like, that's what I feel like I've seen.
She predicted both world wars.
Wow.
She predicted railways. She predicted men flying for transportation.
Wow.
Like, she predicted a lot of these things. She predicted pandemics. Like, she predicted the Spanish flu. So that was one. But that one, I feel like at that point, we still had pandemics every 100 years or so.
Yeah, because
how we didn't see it coming, I don't know.
They absolutely fucking did. We could get into
how we didn't see it. How it wasn't common knowledge to be like, oh, every 100 years there's a pandemic.
Right. But we're
obviously the powers that be knew all about it.
And we're taught what we are allowed to be taught. So
that's true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
I mean, I guess they always say, like, autistic people see, like, patterns, so they'll be able to, like, pick up on things more. I just guess I don't have enough touch of the tism
to see patterns.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There's enough touches to go around.
Thank you. By the way, I'm not autistic, just ADHD. It's
spectrum. An umbrella. It's an umbrella.
Yeah, same spectrum. I'm just, like, on the ADHD side, but it doesn't mean you don't have I always call it a touch of the tism, like, it's just a smidge.
And that's not a dig at
anybody.
No, not at all. That's more of a superpower, if anything.
And it's just an acknowledgement that, like, I have a neurodivergent brain, which means it's just, like, different and it functions differently. But also, we found that it's typically those people who are tied into, like, spirituality all are neurodivergent. So if you're listening, you probably are too.
If you've listened to us, especially for a little bit of
you
time,
you probably are too.
Like,
you got something.
We're all lunatics here.
Well,
and we love it.
But it means we're actually, like, relatively normal, though.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, because we're not blinded by society's.
Blinded by the light.
I'm just saying
like that.
We might actually be the normal ones.
What?
But normal is a relative term.
What is normal?
Not fucking anything.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
But also, I don't want to be, like, society's, like, standard.
No.
I need
a little bit of whimsy in my life.
I like to surprise people occasionally, you know?
Keep you on your toes.
It's my favorite. Like, I would never predicted that from you. Be like, I know.
I know.
Just, keep them guessing.
So one of her predictions really stumped people for a long time. It was, water shall come over Ouse Bridge, and a windmill shall be set upon the tower, and an elm tree shall lie at every man's door. So the river Ouse was a river next to York, and the Ouse Bridge was a bridge over that river. This prophecy meant nothing to the people in York. And so they didn't really understand it until the town got a piped water system.
Mm-hmm.
The system brought water across the Rouse Bridge in pipes to a windmill that drew up the water into the pipes. The pipes they used were made out of elm trees, and the pipes came to every man's door, delivering water throughout the town.
Shit.
So that's kind of a cool one.
But it is when they come up with things that at the time I'm sure to her made no sense.
Right.
Like, but she's like, this is just what I'm seeing.
There's one in the book of Revelations. It talks about like a dragon, like men going into a dragon's mouth and coming out again. I mean, when you're in the past and you're looking at a train with smoke, like,
oh shit,
you know what I mean?
It's just how
you're interpreting it.
But that's, I think, a lot of like mediums and astrologers I know and whatever, they take what they get or they see, it's symbolism, and you just have to interpret it. And like, and that's why a lot of people think it's fake, is because they're like,
right. Well, it's like Teresa Caputo. She says she gets images. It's all symbolism, and her symbolism means certain things to her, and so when her interpretation might be different than my interpretation.
1000%, but
sort of thing.
Yeah, wild.
Which I'd love to see her. She comes around quite often.
I love her.
I would love to go
her
see her.
show when it was on. I love her. Like, I just watched something. Her talking about her granddaughter is her grandma reincarnated, and it is like her daughter Victoria had a baby.
Yeah.
And it's like the sweetest, like she was talking about feeding the birds outside with her granddaughter, and she said something to her, and her granddaughter goes, like, I think she calls her Nona or something. She's like, Nona, don't you remember we used to do this when you were a baby?
Oh,
she
my
said that she used to do it with her grandma, and it was just like one of those, like, you know, we did an episode on it, but it's like the past lives.
Yeah.
The past lives are like, you know, reincarnation or whatever.
That's sweet. I like that one.
I mean,
like
me
that.
too. I'm a big reincarnation believer, so.
Yeah. Another one said, before Ouse Bridge and the Trinity Church meet, what is built in the day shall fall in the night, till the highest stone in the church be the lowest stone of the bridge. And not long after that prediction came out, a huge storm came to York, and during the storm, the steeple at the top of Trinity Church fell on the portion of the Ouse Bridge and destroyed it, and was swept away by the river. And when they were making repairs to the bridge, pieces that had previously been on the steeple were used as the foundation, making her prediction come true.
Dang.
She also was said to have predicted both world wars.
Yep.
I don't know about a third one, but I feel like it's a-coming.
I feel like it's already happening
in
different ways.
As the world grows, like wars 1,000 years ago look very different than wars 100 years ago.
I know.
You know
It
what I
is
mean?
very interesting to see, like, because everything that I've heard is that it's supposed to, like, this year we're supposed to be in the middle of it.
There's a lot about 2027, too.
There is a lot. But I'm, like, wondering what, like we said, it's all up to interpretation of the people who are saying it. And so it's like, what are they seeing that?
And we've learned, especially in the last, I guess it's been fucking 10 years now, that you could both be looking at the same thing, and one person says it's orange and one person says it's blue.
I think one of the dates I was the most afraid of from astrologers that I follow, which, again, I love astrology, but I've realized now that, like, it's all up to how people are interpreting things, and also, like, you know, people making shit up online and whatever. You just have to be mindful of what you watch. But the 4th of July this year was one that they were like, big things are going to happen. It's going to be massive, da-da-da. 4th of July came and went. And there was nothing. Granted, there could have been things in other parts of the world that they're looking at, or things that are like behind the scenes happening.
Or behind the scenes.
Right, that we have no idea. But it was something that I was like, that bunch of people were like, you know, just don't go out places. Make sure you're, you know, don't go to big festivals. Don't go to this. Don't go to that. And not that we ever do. We're always in our neighborhood. So I wasn't worried about that. But it was just kind of like a scary, like, okay, well, what's going to happen? And then nothing did. And I was like, that's wonderful. I love it. But it's like, then what did they interpret? Why did they think that was such a big date?
Yeah.
You know, like, why? Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And it makes, or like, nothing's set in stone. Choices can still change outcomes.
Absolutely. Free will, timeline shifts.
Yeah.
I believe in
it's
that.
all CERN's fault. Maybe it did happen and we just popped into another reality.
Honestly, I also believe that.
But don't you feel, it sounds so stupid, you guys. This sounds so stupid, especially coming from me. This sounds so stupid. They turned off CERN back in June. Don't you feel like things have kind of mellowed out a little?
No. I 1,000,000,000% agree. And
Like-
I just am sitting here like, it's a different feeling than what it was. The fear that I had is no longer as like aggressive as it was, and I don't understand.
We get a 4-year break. Don't worry.
But I have a lot of questions. We should
do an episode
I was
on
just about to
CERN.
say we should, because I have a lot of questions about it that I feel like you could figure out, and like, but it is. I didn't even realize CERN was getting turned off. Like I wasn't on
the end of June.
Yeah, it was like June 29th or 23rd or
and
something.
it's almost like instantly like things not slow down as in we still don't have a lot going on, but time just feels a little different.
My hours feel longer.
Yeah, and it's still going fast. Like summer's flying by, but
yeah,
it's
1,000%.
different. It's different.
Things just feel different. I don't know. I agree. And it's funny because you're like, you saying that is a big deal, which it is. I have no idea why, but it does feel different.
It does feel different.
I don't know.
Okay, well, put CERN on the list.
Put it on the list.
Is that before or after we talk about the Illuminati?
Probably after, because I feel like that's really going to tie in.
Relative.
You guys, all the conspiracy theories we have ever discussed, I feel like are all of a sudden coming to a head. Like there's so many things that I see all of a sudden, and I'm like, yeah, we covered that. Fuck, that's real now. Okay, move on to the next. Check that off the list of like.
It's crazy.
So we're
crazy.
not.
And we still
we are.
have that guy that predicted that sees the orbs and stuff. I'm not going to think of his name. We talked
Chris
about him.
Blaisdell.
Blaisdell? Something like that.
Yeah,
something like that.
whatever.
Blesto, I think it is. But his predictions are still supposed to be this fall.
And what was his?
Basically that we would know about UFOs and things like that.
Which that not just him, but also
a lot of people
Daryl Anka is also saying the same thing.
I always think Paul Anka, and I'm like, that's not right.
Close, but almost. Yeah, Bashar said the same thing. I'm anxiously awaiting that. I'm like,
let's go.
Where is it?
Let's go. Oh, there's a watch party we want to do too on a new.
Yes,
not new. It was a couple years ago, but
it's actually relatively old. It's like 2019 or 20.
Oh,
I think.
Wow.
Anyways, but it is. I saw this guy who is very well known in the UFO community or the alien whatever, and he was on a podcast, and he started talking about this documentary and how he was talking about Roosevelt talking about something. Who Roosevelt had a lot of hands in things. And I sent it to Meg, and I said, I want to know your opinion on this. Like, he's talking about this documentary, and it looks interesting. I want to know what you think. And Meg, looked at it. She was like, we got to watch this. And I was like, okay, sign me up.
Greer, I think it was, is one of the main players, and I'm okay with him.
Yeah.
I'm okay with him.
I've seen him a lot on different things, and he seems trustworthy.
Anybody can lie.
Anybody can lie.
Anybody can have ulterior motives, any of it. But I think it'd be interesting. I think we're going to watch it and take notes and then talk about it.
Uh-huh.
We're going to try, because you guys, when we do a watch party, an hour and a half documentary takes us like 5 freaking hours.
It's the only reason we don't do it more often, because otherwise we would do it.
Right. And then that's because then you got kids coming in. Mom, I need help. Come help me brush my teeth. Come, put me to sleep. Like, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Like, all
Dad's
this stuff.
downstairs, but why would we go to Dad when Mom is right here?
No!
Blasphemous.
I get out of the house.
We usually, honestly, so we're going to go either sit on the couch or probably honestly end up sitting on my bed.
Which is the best.
Which is our favorite.
And that's a wine night.
Oh, it's 1,000%. It's not a cider night. That is a wine night. Probably a rosé night, if you will.
I just went to Darius Joseph's and bought a lot of rosé.
You did?
Oh, my God.
You got some good stuff.
Some good stuff.
Uh-huh. I need to get out to Trader Joe's. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
I know when I go there, I'm going to spend about $100, and it's not on regular groceries, you guys. It's on snacks.
They have the best snacks. Do you know that I lived my best life when we first moved back from Australia to America? We lived in Federal Way, which is one of the closest Trader Joe's that we have. But I lived 5 minutes from Trader Joe's. That was where I grocery shopped.
I think about that every time I go there to get my snacks.
That was we knew.
I think about you with little babies.
And we knew every single person who worked there. They knew us. I'm still friends with one of them on Facebook.
I love it.
She still comments on all my stuff and is like friendly. And that was like our weekly outing was us going grocery shopping. Everything. But I also remember we would grocery shop for like 2 weeks and it would be $100.
Right? I used to do that at Winco, and it was a thing. I would go every 2 weeks, and my groceries were $120.
And
sometimes 130.
And
it was 2 weeks worth of groceries.
Yeah, you have 4 kids. This is when I had 2 toddlers, but still, like,
I mean, this is Winco compared to Trader Joe's. Like,
yes,
that's probably
2 different.
about right.
But also, Trader Joe's is relatively reasonably priced, or at least they used to be.
They're pretty good now. You do have some more high end things, but
I mean, I just love all their
a bag of chips was $3. When you can't go to Walmart and get a bag of chips for $3 anymore.
No, you can't.
Like,
yeah, no, and their snacks are so good.
So
Have you ever had their cowboy caviar?
No, but I bought
It's like a
dips.
corn dip.
You
got the Caesar dip.
I got Sam the sommelier. On go look her up if you haven't.
So
She's
amazing.
one of my favorite people. Shout out to Sam.
She does the best combos from Trader Joe's.
I literally wrote down. They're called couch crushers, and you just.
I think those are new. I've never heard of them.
Wine and snack pairings.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was a kind of chip.
No. It's what she calls it.
Yeah.
And I wrote down 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple of wines that I wanted to try. My most expensive bottle of wine was $9.99. Everything else was like between $5 and $8.
Yeah, we need to get out there more.
7 bottles of wine.
That's not bad.
No.
Could be worse.
It could be. And you know what? I was prepared because that night my daughter had a friend over. The parents come over. I'm like, come out back. I had snacks.
You had
I
snacks?
had wine. It was a beautiful pairing. Thank you, Sam.
I mean, you had the Caesar dip that I'm dying to try. I've heard amazing things.
Oh, my God, with the salt and vinegar chips.
See,
and a dry Riesling.
I will tell you, they used to have this whipped feta dip that they don't have anymore. And it has been one of those things that I just like dream about that you can't recreate it. I've tried. It's not, and it used to be my favorite thing in the world. And it makes me want to cry.
I got the what's the corn elote?
Mm-hmm.
An elote dip.
When Sausage, if you're listening, Sausage, came over to visit him and he and his wife, Ash, they stayed with us. It was when we lived in Federal Way. Mm-hmm. And one of the first meals we made them was they got in off the plane and we just made them the Trader Joe's orange chicken with rice. They died. They were like, this is the best meal we've ever had. We went back to Trader Joe's probably like 4 more times. They were like, this is the best thing ever. They ended up giving us a Trader Joe's gift card at the end of the trip as like a thank you, which was so sweet of them. But like, it was one of those, like, they were obsessed. And Sausage is always like, how do I get that orange chicken?
Yeah, well, also,
it is so
Snickerdoodle, you're supposed to message me about coming back on the show.
We'll yell.
Mm-hmm.
We still have half of an episode he needs to upload that we never got there.
We'll just do a new one at this point.
Yeah.
We'll just do an Outback Oddities update.
Also, I have bad news for everybody.
No.
I'm feeling very buzzed.
Are you?
It's right in my headspace. Right up here in the dome. At 2:25 p.m.
Yeah, you got nowhere to be. Kids are at camp. You can just couch crush all night.
I have work. Want to know what I have to do?
Drink.
Well, that is my job. But I don't drink as much as it looks like. I have to. You probably didn't see my most recent post where I put a
cherry?
Yes.
Yes, and I want one.
Well, I have them. And that is, I currently have cherries soaking in vodka out there so I can make the recipe because I did it because I didn't think it was going to work. So I was like, because people love to watch me fail on the internet, which I get it. And also it like keeps it relatable because too many people do polished shit. And I like to be like slightly unhinged. And so I did it thinking it wasn't going to work. Then when it worked, I was like, fuck. So then today my job is to film the like how to the recipe. So
I love maraschino cherries because I can't eat raw cherries.
Except for what happened the other day. Do you remember?
No.
I made you a cherry gin
sour. When it was in the alcohol, whatever it is that like it makes my mouth itch really bad and makes around my mouth hives. So if there's heat put on it, I can eat it. It's fine. This is all pitted fruit.
Yes.
But apparently when it's mixed with alcohol, I can also eat it.
Because I like infused it and then I blended it together with cherries too. And so I go over to Meg's and like she's sitting there drinking it. She goes, so how did you make this? And I was like, I took like Rainier cherries and at first I put them in, and let them sit in the freezer. I soaked them and then it just wasn't good enough. So I blended like fresh ones in there and did that. And she goes, okay, well, if my mouth starts to get swollen and itch, we'll know. And I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my God, I forgot. Because in my head, it's peaches.
Right.
Right. But yeah.
But it worked.
But she was fine. And
I was fine.
Not that we want to risk it again. However,
but we know.
It was good to know. It
so
was good to know.
If I want to eat a peach, I just have to shoot it with some vodka.
You just need to have it soaked in vodka.
That's
what you need. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. You've missed out on my peach-infused tequila. I know you don't like tequila, but
why don't you make some peach-infused vodka? Or
I will.
You guys, we got to get back to the story.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, my God.
What are we doing? We're doing a podcast about what?
I don't remember.
I thought we were just talking about us. Where were we?
I don't know. There's no way to know.
How did we get here? This is how we know that I haven't buzzed, because I am out in outer space. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I'm usually pretty good about getting this story back.
Sorry, Tex. I'm so sorry.
This is his favorite. He's fine.
He's gonna come home and be like, so I'll go grab takeout.
I was supposed to make dinner. I was supposed to pick it up. No ingredients. This is also a great time to realize that I haven't eaten yet today. So that's probably I had a piece of string cheese.
See, I had a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Yesterday.
Did you know they're $2 at Wendy's?
No.
Yes.
Those are my favorite.
$2.
People they're McDonald's too. They're trying to make things affordable again.
Weird.
Fuck. Because we went there yesterday and I got a double cheeseburger and it's like a double cheeseburger, a medium fry, a Coke, and a 4-piece nugget it was $6.
Oh, man.
And I was like,
we're back, baby.
Anyway, so I ate lunch yesterday and then
we got to get back to the story.
What story? Squirrel. Where is Lester?
Oh my gosh! So in the 1920s, there was
look, I found more Fireball.
I just ordered a whole tub from Walmart.
I also found Lester. No,
hi Lester.
That is more Fireball.
I just ordered the big tub from Walmart. It's in my freezer.
It's gonna be fall soon. Go.
Okay, so in the 1920s, a booklet called "The Life and Prophecies of Ursula Southiel," better known as Mother Shipton, was printed, and it predicted the world ending in 1991.
Wow.
And this was in the late 70s. There was a lot of news articles that started talking about Mother Shipton, and it kind of started creating a buzz about it. And then the dates kind of changed to around 1981. Obviously, that didn't happen, or did it, and we're in another timeline. But I would like to remind everybody that the years changed around, I believe it was Julius Caesar. So if we go by like the actual timeline, we should be in the 1700s right now.
Oh.
And I would have to get the exact of what it is. But the last time I saw something about it is if we went by the original timeline, because it changed around Julius Caesar. And so then we would be in around the 1700s.
So you're saying there's a chance
so
she's
I'm
right.
saying there's a chance.
Well, send me back with aliens.
Then that's a few hundred years away. So we're a couple
thank
hundred
God.
years away. So
we'll just have to write a letter to our grandchildren in the time capsule.
There's there's a couple more prophecies. One that says, "Carriages without horses shall go, and accidents fill the world with woe." Cars.
Okay, yeah.
Cars. "Iron in the water shall float as easy as a wooden boat." So barges.
Yeah.
And so these obviously weren't a part of Shipton's timeline, but she was predicting them. So she would have probably have been forgotten, and she would have just been one of those cunning women, right? But in 1862, Charles Hindley wrote an account of her, and that's what kind of brought her back alive.
Okay.
Is he started talking about her, he wrote a book about her, and we still talk about her to this day.
Damn.
So that is Mother Shipton. Historians agree that she likely existed, but perhaps most of the predictions were invented, or is that them covering it up for her?
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I
mean,
said,
it was a long 1400s is a long time ago.
600 years, almost 600 years ago is a long
Jesus.
time. So about 200 years, 80 to 200 years after she died is when things started like really ramping up about her. How much of that was hearsay? I don't know. I don't know, but today she is seen as Britain's Nostradamus, and usually around crises like civil wars, industrial revolutions, the digital age, she starts popping up. And there is said at her cave, where she spent the first 2 years of her life, is like a very well-known magical spiritual site that people go to. They go to not pray, but you know what I mean, to like kind of contemplate. They put items in the water to turn to stone, as it were.
And take the energy.
I mean, regardless of whether it was true or false, nearly 600 years later, we're still talking about her.
So something was
someone who was ostracized,
treated like shit,
horribly, who was made fun of her deformities, who was bastardized,
so
we
don't
all
know,
these things.
She lived to be a certain
She
age?
lived until she was older. She kept prophesying.
Okay, but because obviously this is before they like killed the witch.
Yes, this was before they killed the witch. That comes about 100 years. I mean, there was always people who were killed for their quote outrageous beliefs or how they behaved or whatever. But yeah, I mean, when she was at the time, what struck me in this story, one of the small things was after her husband died, she was not accused of witchcraft and charged and all of this stuff and her property taken from her.
Yeah.
Which is something that we see later on.
That is 100%. And because
so that tells me that it was before
all of that bullshit.
Time. Yeah.
Good for her.
So, yeah. She lived out her days, and she is now thought of as a prophetess of England, Yorkshire.
Wow.
So that's Mother Shipton.
Well.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me, the person that I covered, the woman, I can't remember her name now, I could find it, who I covered in the Nordic episode, who she had a lot of prophecies and a lot of things too. Yeah. That's what it makes me want to cover her now too, I know we talked about
her because she was late 1800s, right?
Yeah, late 1800s,
and then, you know, how people kind of bastardized things, like the Nazis bastardized her prophecies.
1,000%. Also,
Crazy.
It's a woman, and at that time, being a woman is...
You can't do things.
You can't. You just go do what I tell you to do.
Be
and don't
pretty, you and your weak arms.
And go wash things.
Make me a sandwich.
Exactly. Do you want to know something I saw the other day?
You have oranges on your tits.
I do. Well, one is an Aperol Spritz and the other is an orange. There is a difference. It said that, you know, when a woman is out, like, living by herself and doing things on her own without a man, she's called an independent woman.
Oh, I heard this. Yes, do it. Talk about it, man.
And
scream it from the rooftops.
Then they're like, but why is when a man is doing it, is he not an independent man? And they're like, because men are never independent. They are always dependent on a woman in some capacity.
And
I was
if they're successful in their job or whatever, we are cooking and cleaning and running the house and all of that.
And I was like, bro. It blew it didn't blow my mind, but like,
girls who run the world.
I am very grateful that I have a husband who is very much on this side of, like, he has 3 daughters, so thank God. Which I also, obviously, everyone has heard me talk. Like, I couldn't be married to a man who is, like,
correct,
a misogynist, because this would not go well.
My husband knows that I make all of the rules.
I mean, that's it. And my husband, I love him so much. Mr. Boo Boo, you're the best because he listens to every episode. So, you know.
He's our biggest fan, you guys.
Really, and Shannon.
And, I love you, Shannon.
And Elise and Sausage. We got some good ones.
Sausage, yes.
Yeah, and Elise. We got some good ones.
We do. Tori
is a new addition. Yes. But anyways, just one of those things, like, things will come up about women, and he'll, like, send me a TikTok, and he'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with the world? And I'm like, good job. I've raised you right. Because he was raised partially by me.
I remember being told that I would never be able to do a pull-up. And I proved to that person decades, this bothered me. And so I got to where I could do pull-ups. And I did it in front of this person, and they're like, oh, good job. I'm like, do you remember telling me when I was a little girl
that you'd never be able to?
He goes, no, I didn't say that. I'm like, no, you did. And that fueled a fire that lasted decades.
I always say that. I say, specifically, like, my husband, we were redoing our stairs a while back, and he told me something wouldn't work, and I was like, bet. Literally I was like, bet. Let's see. Because tell me I can't do something.
What is the quickest way for me to do something?
So someone please tell me. Let me think of the things that I can't do real fast, or things that I want someone to tell me, so I will just want to go spite them, because
just
that is the fastest way to get me. I got to get someone who I like, who will actually say it to me, who I don't think is just telling it to me. You know,
I was driving down the road today.
I have too many supportive friends.
Someone was like right up on my car.
Oh yeah,
I call it riding my butt. It's probably not the correct term.
Right up your ass.
Riding my butt.
I call it right up my ass. Why are they up my ass?
Yeah. And so I told my daughter, I'm like, what's the quickest way to get a millennial to do something?
What?
So they were right on me. So I slowed right down to the speed limit.
Yep.
I slowed right down to the speed limit.
I mean, good for you. I was on the road next to the high school 2 days ago, and I was going 40 miles an hour, which is way over the speed limit. This person zoomed around.
Oh, man, that's when you're like, why isn't there a cop here?
The speed limit is 25 miles an hour. And when I realized how fast I was going, I was like, shit, because I'm very used to it, because there is a school zone, but school's out right now, so it's like, you know. Anyways, and I realized I was speeding, but they zoomed around me so fast with the dog hanging out the window, and I was like, you motherfucker. It was
people, man.
People.
Anyways,
man. Well, thanks for hanging in with us.
Hanging in there. You hung in there, man. This was a squirrely one.
Those are my favorite ones.
And we're trying not to edit as much as possible, because we want things to be like real life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, not as clean and composed.
Not as clean and composed.
Yeah.
You get the whole mess.
You guys got to listen to us go through. Normally, we would cut out all the cider talk and go to whatever cider we landed on.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Although we've never, like we said, we've never actually gone through 3 ciders.
No.
We've done one.
We've done one when there were stinky gym socks.
But didn't we even just stick with that? I don't think we changed. I think we just drank it. Is my recollection.
No more. Life's too short for that.
It is too, and we have come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a cider fridge, essentially. So,
Essentially.
anyways, well, I like Mother Shipton.
I
She
do
sounds
too.
like a badass bitch.
She does. I'd love to have her come have a seat. And
Should have turned on
talk to her.
Ghost Tube while we were talking
Oh,
and see if she
yeah.
came through to say
Well,
hello.
Well, shit.
Shit. All right, you guys. Well, make sure you go and get yourself some lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
It's good to be a lunatic.
at least I remember that line.
Good job.
Right. Bye.
Bye.